have to start that over. Hey guys. Sorry. Okay. Hey guys, for today's video, I decided to take it to a different location. This is Agatha's room. So obviously, being her friend and all, I've been to her room many times and I fall in love with all of the little things and little quirks that she has just, I guess, displayed around the room, like her inspiration board, quotes, her plants, things like that. So I decided it'd be really nice to get to know more about each little thing individually by talking about this, I guess, the 5
senses.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. So I'm going to be representing each scent. So your sight, smell, touch, taste, and what did I forget? Sound.
Sound, yes.
And I'm doing like one object to represent each category to kind of just give like an overview of what I'm like. And I feel like my room is just like a good representation, a reflection of who I am. And yeah, I spend so much time here. It's my like serenity place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So welcome and enjoy the tour.
Yep.
I have been blessed, I guess you could say, to have a room with like this huge window, and therefore I love to have plants around my room because plants love sunlight, and yeah, they're actually pretty easy to take care of, so I love having plants in my room. They make me so happy and they just bring a sense of life, especially in these cold winter months. They're alive, they're flourishing, great as ever. So these are just succulents. I do not know the names, like the biological names of everything. I do know that this is an aloe vera plant. This is just a cacti with some fuzz on the top. And then these are just succulents that it's been growing crazy. And it just keeps reproducing, and like when the leaves fall off, they just, you know, plant themselves there. And then this is another type of cacti. It has like these yellow flowers going on top, and they are so delicate as well. Like you can even hear like that like gentle brush. And recently I have been propagating my own succulents, and propagating is like this whole different topic, but basically it's reproducing succulents, and it's really easy. You just break off little pieces and then you put them in some soil and spray them every few days, and they start shooting off some roots, and it's like a sign of new life. And when I propagate succulents, I get to just like handle them with such care. And also, it's been scientifically proven that like touching plants helps them grow more. So, you know, why not touch your plants? That's why my little garden over here is so flourishing, because I love touching them. Yeah, so here I have a collection of my favorite scents from Bath and Body Works actually, and I found this scent. It's called Eucalyptus Spearmint or Stress Relief. And those both senses have been like shown to relax you and just kind of, like you said, bring you back to like your center. And I especially love carrying around the hand sanitizers in my bag during school because, as you know, school can be super stressful. I also have a pillow mist that I like to put on sometimes before I go to sleep, especially if I've had a stressful day. So just kind of spray it, create that like environment of like zen. It's super nice. And I also have the lotion that I like to put on. There you go. Just put it on.
Oh my.
Right? It's
I
like,
love that.
and it's also a mental state.
No,
That, like,
definitely.
even if it weren't like actually proven scientifically to be stress relieving, like your psychological being is just kind of like, okay, I should be less stressed now. Okay, so that's my favorite scent. It's going to be kombucha. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. It's been like the latest pop cultural trend, I guess you can say. And I have actually recently learned how to make my own, so I'm not spending $5 on one bottle. Saving money. It's actually really easy. You can look it up online, but you just basically make tea, put this active bacteria in it called SCOBY, and then it just ferments, makes itself. Maybe it sounds disgusting, but it turns out super good. So I make this every week or so, and last week I made a green tea and blueberry batch, and it's been so good and it tastes wonderful. So I'm just going to pour some, and I'm gonna let Rachel taste it because recently it just has been my favorite taste. And of course, like there's good tastes like chocolate and peanut butter out there, but this has like a really refreshing taste that sometimes you just need in the winter to remind you of spring and like that something refreshing is coming. Oh, you got a blueberry in yours. Okay. Cheers.
Ooh.
Right?
I like this.
It has like a refreshing taste. It's not as bubbly as store-bought, I don't think. Because I don't know,
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I think like I would say like definitely last summer I got so into kombucha and I would like have it all the time.
Yeah.
I remember we went even to the city once and we were just like, hey,
Yes, we needed
let's
to buy
go
some,
find kombucha and buy it.
And
so,
we went to like 3 different stores before finding it, and it was like in a Dwayne Reed.
I love it. It's like
really
it's so
good.
refreshing. It's
a good
different,
taste.
yeah.
Lately, it's been my new obsession for taste, and it just really, you know,
I definitely love it.
Perfect. We're gonna be pouring some hot tea. And a lot of people actually like the sound of the pouring and like the liquid hitting the glass. And I just want to point out that normally I would use coffee for this, yes, because I'm a coffee addict, but it is 2 p.m. and I've already had 2 cups of coffee. So here we have this delicious loose leaf oolong tea that my friends got me from David's Tea in Williamsburg. So if you want to check that out, it's super good. As well as this little loose leaf tea teapot that my friend Carmela got me from Tivana. So I'm just gonna pour it, and you're gonna just, you know, for a second, you can close your eyes and just listen to the teapot. Don't you already feel so relaxed? Isn't it so cute? Okay, my next sense is sight. And sight is basically your favorite thing to look at, and I could have chosen a million things for this. A simple picture, a rose, some flowers, a quote, anything. But I chose this little sun happy face that Rachel got me for my 16th birthday, I think. And it's just been my favorite object. I'm not very materialistic, like in general, but I think this is just the sweetest little thing, and it also always just makes me happy. Like, you can't not smile when you see this little sun, and it reminds me, just, you should be happy too, you know what I mean? Like, my life is not bad at all, and sometimes I just have to remember what a wonderful life I have, and when I look at this, I like can't be sad. So that's why I love looking at it. Ah! He's just so freaking happy! It's so cute! Ah! Yeah, and I just keep it on my desk, and it's a constant reminder to be happy. I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little more about me through my sense of self.
And I hope that with Agatha's different objects, that maybe when you're feeling stressed or frustrated or anything, you can look to some of her little personal
Actually, this is just a little extra tidbit that I learned. It's kind of like meditation, but in a more like structured way, and because meditation can be kind of intimidating for some people. But I learned that sometimes, instead of going on your phone or watching or even reading during a meal like breakfast, just to kind of enjoy your food, and as you're eating your food, to in your head like list 5 things you see, 4 things you smell, 3 things you hear, 2 things you taste, 1 thing you feel. So like feel would be like your fork, and just like be present in the moment. Like you're eating and you're kind of like aware, you know? Because so often we can just like do things, and then like it's the end of the day and you're like, where did my time even go?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think like you don't even have to do that like only during breakfast, let's say, right? Like when you go and you travel someplace. Like I remember when you first told me about this, we were in Peru actually.
Oh my
and
God,
I was saying like you have to capture the moment, and like a great way to do that is by this technique.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I think
instead
think
of just
great.
like going to kind of just like, you know,
bring yourself in,
back,
and
you know, do this little exercise.
No, I like that, yeah.
Because your senses are so powerful to get to your surroundings and your time. Yeah. Okay, I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And have a great day. Cheers. I keep stuttering.
Yeah. Cheers.